I'm Caitlin, I'm Master Distiller here at Eau Claire Distillery, and today we're going to go through the tasting notes and profile on Cask 148, our newest release. This will be the beginning of our cask series for 2023, so we'll have multiple releases throughout the year, so please stay tuned to all of our socials and all of our communications through Cask Club. So we'll just pour a sample now. Ideally, you'll always have one of these Glencairn kind of tulip glasses, but if not, your best version would be a wine glass, something that will kind of filter up all of the smells into the top of the glass. So to start with, you're going to pour it in and then taste nothing and stick your nose in the glass. You'll want to swirl it around to try and get some of those vapours releasing. And on the nose, you'll smell chocolate, red fruit. I get a little bit of clove on the nose as well. Again, tasting notes are very subjective to what you've been drinking that day, what kind of mood you've been in when you're drinking. So like, you'll try this at different times a day and smell and taste different things. So after you've got all your kind of nose, afterwards you'll take a sip. I always say take 2 sips. First one will climatise your palate to the ABV of the whiskey you're tasting. This one's sitting at 47.1%. So the second sip, you'll get all of your flavour profile. So on the palate, up front you get a lot of oak, which will be from the ex-bourbon cask that this whiskey originated in. And then afterwards you get that red fruit, which is coming through from that port finish. So this whiskey lived in ex-bourbon casks for about 5 years. And then we switched to a ruby port cask for 5 months. This will be our first cask finished release, and there will be more coming out soon. Again, after this you can add a couple of drops of water, do that whole process again, and you'll see it open up. What the water does is heats up the whiskey, so you'll get more vapours, more flavours coming out as you add multiple drops of water in. For people not familiar with cask finished whiskies, in our lineup, we've got our Ruperts and our Stampede, which are classed as blended whiskies. So they're your everyday, lower price point. You can mix in cocktails and not feel guilty about it. Our batch releases are moments in time from our production. So minimum 3 years ago, we would have filled those casks and then blended a specific batch, never to be recreated. With the cask series, it's again very, very limited because we're only doing 1 cask worth of whiskey. And there'll be special finishes or something specific about that release that will make it different from our previous releases. So this one, the port cask, is the differentiator. Our previous releases, we did Cask 47, that was Oloroso Sherry exclusive, and then Cask 10, which was our batch one, re-aged in one of the new European casks. So there'll always be a differentiator, a special quality to those cask releases. So thank you for purchasing Cask 148, thanks for the support for the company, and I hope you enjoy it. Keep your eyes peeled for those further releases I was talking about. There will be a lot this year, so it should be a good year for whiskey releases. Cheers!